If minority parties get their way, the city of Joburg is now no longer with a new mayor. That just happened a short while ago. Dr. Mpho Phalatse earlier had survived the first two motions of no confidence, but today she was not lucky. She's been ousted by 140 votes. Aviwe Mtila was watching developments for us in the city council. He's joining us now from there. Good afternoon, Aviwe, again. Mpho Phalatse is out. She didn't survive this time around.
Not survived this time around, Dan. She's been at the helm, being the mayor of the city of Johannesburg for the last 14 months. It was 140 votes from those 269 council members that were sitting here that decided that she is no longer fit to be the mayor here, while 129 of those votes were in favor. There was an interesting comment, Dan, in fact, from the second biggest coalition partners with the Democratic Alliance. That's Action SA. That suggested that it's the DA that don't want Mpho Phalatse to be mayor here. Of course, now we're still waiting for the events to unfold. Whether the new mayor will be elected today or tomorrow is yet to be seen. But I just want to catch up now with Sithembele Majola, who is from Action SA. And Samuel, thank you for joining us at eNCA. I want to start with that very comment that you made here on the floor, that it's actually the Democratic Alliance that doesn't want Mpho Phalatse to be mayor. Do expand on this.
Well, for quite some time, in fact, since the start of this coalition, the DA has been a very difficult partner. As Action SA, we've done whatever is possible, everything in our power to ensure that this government remains stable. But the DA has been the partner that has been difficult throughout. We are left with no other thing but to believe that they are the ones who are purposefully causing this government to lose its power today.
What were the reasoning behind them not wanting Mpho Phalatse to be at the helm of governance in Johannesburg?
Well, I can't speak for them. We as Action SA were fully committed to this multi-party coalition from the start. We've been, positive in the way we've dealt with, disagreements in the coalition throughout the year, and up until now, there's nothing really that we have had to do at this stage. The multi-party coalition has done everything to salvage this coalition. It has been the DA that has been at the forefront of collapsing this government by being difficult at the negotiation table. In fact, going as far as raising frivolous issues against political parties that we wanted to form coalition partnership with.
And of course, you did vote against the motion just now, that the motion mustn't be adopted. And in fact, Mpho Phalatse must not be ousted. What happens now? We are expecting that vote either today or tomorrow. How will you vote? Who will you be voting for to be the mayor of Johannesburg?
Well, we've already made our point as Action SA this morning that we are going to be fielding our own candidate. It is our candidate that will be fielding, and that's the candidate that we will be voting for.
Okay, is that in talks with other political parties? Because I know there are the minority parties that are even having conversations with the bigger parties on who they want to field. Are you going this alone, or who's in your corner as Action SA?
I think at this stage, all of the political parties that are interested in getting their hands into the mayorship are already having discussions with other political parties. In our instances, Action SA, we are also having discussions with our coalition partners within the multi-party government. We'll speak to every partner in this coalition. Our interest is to make sure that the power does not go back to the hands of the ANC. That is what the people of Johannesburg want, and that is what they've been denied by the Democratic Alliance.
And of course, the ousting of the mayor is not the only motion that is here today. There's also the motion that you brought up as Action SA. That's against the Speaker, Colleen Makubela. Reasonings behind that?
Well, we don't think she's been a good speaker so far. She has, at one stage last year, we had a meeting that was just something that could have been done in an online platform. She engages in a lot of, she calls a lot of these meetings that are wasting public funds. We think the multi-party government, in fact, that we are forming can provide an alternative to the kind of leadership that she provides to the city.
And as all this chopping and changing of mayors together with the teams are ongoing, there is that one crucial aspect that many residents of Johannesburg will tell you about, and that's the service delivery that's ailing. by all of this? I want to get your sense. How do we resolve stability in the governance of Johannesburg to ensure that service delivery actually takes place?
Well, I think the political parties that want to see stability in the city of Johannesburg would ultimately have to come together to agree that when a mayor is elected, we give that mayor some, enough time for them to prove themselves. We've seen in the past year with Dr. Phalatse, she's survived a lot of motions of no confidence, and that has not done anything for the city. It has only caused disruption, and that is not what the people of the city expect of its leaders that are converged here to run this government. And we are expected by the people of the city of Johannesburg to ensure that government is stable and they receive uninterrupted service delivery. And we as Action SA are willing to be a part of a coalition that will provide stability, and that is what we are going to do tonight.
All right, thank you very much. That is Action SA's Thembile Majola, who is, of course, part of the party that was governing alongside the Democratic Alliance in the coalition governance that has now just been ousted in terms of the mayor that has just been voted out. That's Mpho Phalatse. And in fact, they had a very interesting view, Bradan, on the fact that it's the Democratic Alliance that they suggest does not want Mpho Phalatse. It's a question that I actually posed to the outgoing mayor a bit earlier on, and she did suggest that, in fact, there were those divisions and those conversations that were happening, not seeing eye to eye, for example, with the likes of the Patriotic Alliance, but did not want to divulge any further details on the exact cracks that are quite apparent, right, and saying that there are relevant spokespeople for the party that can address those issues. But now she's been ousted, and we are expecting the election of a new mayor by these 269 members that are in council. One of them is sick at the moment. Of course, there's also that motion of no confidence to the Speaker, Colleen Makubela, as you heard. Some of those not seeing eye to eye with the Action SA who have actually brought up that motion here.